Ona kule tumetoka, mbona sasa tumechoka? Hana ushakitaka sanova, anayekupatia lishe bora. Kwanza nakumbuka tukianza vile uliniahidi tutapendana forever. Na sasa ni kwa nini ukaniweka chini miaka zaidi ya miezi sasa unaenda? Kipi sina, ni kama tena umejui jindano. Haukujikinga, nasikia tena ushamba mbaya. Siri tena sio siri, siri tena sio siri, siri tena sio siri. Mwanzo tulikuwa kwa ghorofa, mapenzi yetu ikaporomoka, baadaye ukatoka nichoma, usikujua jua mbele nyota, na ukweli sasa inaonekana, niliyempenda pia ameshanikana. Nilimpea kila kitu, nikampenda kila siku, sheri akageuka mdanganyifu, maswali zangu hawezi jibu. Kipi sina, kama tena hujui jindano. Na haukujikinga, nasikia tena ushapewa mimba. Sio siri tena, sio siri, nikiweza. Siri tena, sio siri, siri tena, sio siri, siri tena, sio siri. Sikutaki mabaya, haya yameshafanyika mama, umeshanizika mama, ndani ya shimo uliniwacha papaya. Haya yameshafanyika mama, mapenzi yetu yashazama. Yes, welcome. Yes, welcome to the African Diary Show. How are you doing? Karibuni tena sana to the African Diary Show. My name is Katie, and of course, this is where we get to discuss whatever is happening in the African continent. But karibuni sana to everybody who is joining me. I hope your Thursday is coming along great. To all those who are waking up, to all those who are starting their day right now, I wish you nothing but a great Thursday ahead of you. A blissful Thursday, but karibuni sana as we get to enjoy this amazing conversation coming from me. And yes, I hope we're gonna enjoy it together. I started off the show with an amazing jam. done by Watenda Willie, and it is called Sio Siri. Yes, it is lovely thing. But anyway, I hope you did get to jump onto it as we're getting started with our show for today. And feel free to interact with me. Do let me know, how is your day getting started? How is your day coming along? And to all those who are tuning in, what is the time on your end? Where are you listening to me from? It is 16 minutes past 2 p.m. right here in Nairobi, and we are at excuse me, at 23 degrees Celsius, and it is mostly cloudy, but the weather is quite favorable today. We can't complain about the weather. Even the degrees you've had, we are at 23 degrees Celsius, so it is a good day for us. But anyway, get to interact with me. Do let me know, how is your day coming along? How is the weather on your side? And also, what is the time on your end? To all those who are listening to me via the radio, please also get to interact with me. You can simply interact with me on the show page, or rather on the live stream. Anywhere you decide to, I'll get to see your chats, I'll get to see your sentiments, your comments, and everything you want to let me know. But to the two people in the building, shout out to you, and asanteni sana for joining me, and to all those who will be joining me as we continue with our show for today. Please make sure as you get in, you smash that like button. We're taking a short musical break. We will be back here with a quote of the day, and in case you have a quote of the day to be motivating us, please make sure you send it to Squam Choyo. Don't be just be kind enough, just be generous enough to be sharing that quote of the day. I told you, it is not always it has not always to be a quote. You can be having some wise words for me, it is always right to hear from the elders. But anyway, do let me know how your day is coming along. In case you have a quote of the day, keep it coming, and also let's get to enjoy the show today. We're going back to the music. This is Watenda Willie, and the jam is CO February 2. I hope you do get to jam onto it, and then be back here with a quote of the day. Okay. Mwezi wa Februari nitakuposti mwaka ujao, mpenzi wako usijali, ila usione kuwa iko mbali. Wanakula nyanya kitunguu, sitotengeza kachumbari. Mapenzi hodari, mapenzi si kidogo dogo, hatukimbizi gari, tusijilinganisha hawatujui, maua ya uzoga kila siku kila hawanunui. January to December, see you February 2, see you February 2, baby nakupenda. January to December, see you February 2. My quote of the day says, if your dreams don't scare you, then they are too small. If your dreams don't scare you, then they are too small. See you February 2. See you February 2. Siku nzuri ile sini wa tofauti na wengine walikopa pesa ili waweze pelekana movie, na sisi tulibaki hapa na najua ni kuuma sana. Yes, welcome back. That is Watenda Willie, and the jam is CO February 2. I hope you did get to jam onto it as we're getting started with our show for today. And I don't want to waste much of the time, because we only have 1 hour. And if you've realized that this year we are running out of time, I feel like we are running out of time. But anyway, karibuni sana to everybody who is just joining us for the first time. Do remember, this is the Black Hot Fire Network, media for the 21st century. This is where we get to listen, engage, and transform. So it is all about listening, engaging, and transforming. And in case you're wondering what show this is the African Diary Show. My name is Katie, and this show we get to talk about whatever is happening, or what matters are happening in the African countries, or rather in the African continent at large. But anyway, today I have a lot to discuss about, and one, we shall start with South Africa, then go to Uganda. I've seen something in Uganda, and this is something we were all expecting, but anyway, it doesn't come as a surprise, and this is about Museveni okaying, or rather saying that LGBTQ community or being LGBTQ should not be criminalized. But we shall get to that later as we continue with our show for today. And I told you we shall start with South Africa, and I've seen we've been talking about the matters of the power cuts for so long, and also excuse me, there's this company that gets to provide power, or rather electricity, in the whole South African country, and it is called Eskom. Early this month, we saw Eskom talking about now building, or rather renewing, or getting new power plants, and they said that they will no longer be experiencing the power cuts anymore, because they are going to get new power plants. And also, we also saw where they were talking about bio something plants. Well, they shall be getting energy from solar and a lot of things. But right now, I've seen that corruption cost Eskom $55 million every month. A month, I mean. Imagine $55 million a month. And we're talking about now getting the power company back to its feet, while they are losing $55 millions of dollars. Imagine every month, or rather a month. This is crazy, because I feel like now, if you're losing this much money, this is why South Africa is continuing to experience the power cuts every day. But as we continue, let me read you some article, and this is about the South African state-owned electricity company. This is Eskom, is costing an average of 55 million a month in corruption, with the company burdened with the debt and unable to produce enough power for the country's energy crisis, the company's former chief executive said on Wednesday. But let's get to ask ourselves, where does this money go? Okay, this is the executive chairperson in Eskom talking. Where does this money go? He needs to tell us, where is this money going, because he's talking about corruption. If it is corruption, he must be involved in that. You can't tell me you are a chairperson in that and you're not involved in the whole thing. It is something that you're involved in. But in a remote interview with the Parliamentary Committee on Public Accounts, and Andre De Ruyter confirmed his statement on the level of corruption at Eskom in a document he submitted. This is a conservative estimate based on my assessment of losses incurred by Eskom that have come to my attention. He said in the document, 1 billion rand, the equivalent of $55 million is being stolen from Eskom every month. $55 million being taken out of, oh my God, imagine $55 million. Where does this money go every month? We are talking about every month. This is monthly. Imagine now how much these people steal from Eskom annually. Yet you tell me that we're having power cuts, they have debts. Well, these people are the ones stealing this money. This is the chief executive of Eskom talking about how corruption is eating up ESCOM. But why is he not telling us who are these corrupt people? Where is this money going? Because at the end of the day, when you're talking about something, you are the chief executive. You have to tell us, okay, I've done my research, and this person is responsible for corruption. But don't you think that he is the number one corrupt person? He might even be the one taking the 50% of that $55 million. You know, it is crazy. With actually with the same person who is the head. You know, he's like the head of the power company, or the energy company. But he comes to us and tell us that corruption is finishing the company, but you're the one leading it. So what do you mean? What are you trying to tell us? You are the one eating up the company. You must be the one. But, you know, it is funny. Now this person is trying to prove himself not guilty, while in the actual sense we're seeing, it is evident you're guilty. Or, if you're not guilty, tell us, where is the money? Where are these corrupt people you're saying? Where is this corruption being operated? Because you're the chairperson of this company. You need to tell us, where does this money go? Who are these corrupt people you're talking about? Or what type of corruption you're talking about? Because we understand you're the chairperson, chair executive person. It means that you're leading. You must be aware of whatever happens in the company. So come tell us. Okay, don't tell us corruption is eating. Okay, if you're telling us corruption is eating up ESCOM, you must be the one eating up ESCOM, because you must be aware of all about of the ESCOM. So it doesn't make sense. And this is the same thing with the African puppets, telling us that corruption is eating up our countries, yet they are the one leading our governments. They are the one leading the governments. So you can't come to tell me that there's corruption in the country, while in the actual facts, or in the actual sense, you are the president. You know, you're trying to prove yourself how you're not guilty, but also in the statements you're making, you're trying to prove to us how guilty you are. Yes, this is how I understand the whole matter, because you can't tell me I am leading an organization. I am the chairwoman of an organization. And then I come to you guys, I tell you, you know, our organization is dying because of corruption. How is corruption affecting us while I am the chairperson, or rather the chairwoman of this organization, and I'm not aware who these corrupt personnel are in my organization? I must be the one who is even agreeing to this corruption, you know. So it doesn't make sense for me, but he needs to explain. He needs to explain, where is this money going? Because that is a lot of money. That is crazy corruption, as Kid is saying. Yes, crazy corruption and a lot of money. At least even take a little. Imagine $55 million monthly. Now imagine how much money these people get annually. Imagine. Just by sitting down and becoming the chairperson, you just get $55 million monthly. That is even money that money is even enough to feed the whole nation for 2 months. You know, it is crazy. But 4 months, South Africa's 60 million people have been without power up to 12 hours. And this is something, up to 12 hours a day. This is something that is normal now to them. They have even adopted to that life, because it has become something like, we have to bear with it, because the government is doing nothing. They said that the energy supplier, or rather the power supplier, is has a lot of debt, and this is why they are not even able to buy new power plants, and the power plants that are there are old and they cannot work. They are dead right now. So it means that these people have to adopt to living without electricity for 12 hours a day. And it is sad. Imagine you're operating maybe in a salon, and you know, even using generators is very expensive. But anyway, it is a matter of these corrupt puppets explaining to us. We need to start asking for receipts, okay? We need to start asking for receipts, okay? You say you said you bought this. Let me see the receipts. You said you purchased something. Okay, let me see the receipt, because we need to understand where this money is going to, because this is our money. This is our tax money. This is our tax money. We need to understand. But they will come even try to defend themselves because it is crazy. But anyway, don't let me know what you think about the matter as we continue with our show for today. Karibu sana kid. I see you're saying, damn Katie, that's some crazy corruption shit. Yes, it is crazy. And I feel like these people are even making a lot of money seated down, because imagine earning $55 million just by being the chairperson of an organization. That is a free money and a simple money. But I see also you're saying, lol, damn Katie, in their pockets, you already know. Yes, the money is going to their pockets, and the chairperson needs to come to explain to the South Africans. But are the South Africans even ready to ask for receipts? They are not even concerned. I think they are not concerned. They just normalized living without electricity for 12 hours a day, of which I feel like we should not normalize such things. We should not normalize poverty. We should not normalize poverty at all. But do let me know what you think about the matter as we continue with our show for today, and also as you keep on interacting with me. But moving on to another different topic. This is about Uganda. And this doesn't come to me as a surprise, because I already saw this coming. This is about Museveni saying that LGBTQ should not be criminalized. The last time we had Museveni talk about the LGBTQ community, he refused to sign the bill, okay? He asked the lawmakers actually to revise the bill, which had already been passed in parliament, but he refused to sign it. And before that, we had Museveni saying that the Europeans have weird cultures, and he also said that there is no room for homosexuality in Uganda. What has changed? What has changed? These people, he has either been threatened, and I said this earlier when I was reporting that he has refused to sign the bill, and he has told the lawmakers, or rather the parliamentarians, to revise the bill. Right now, he has said that the LGBTQ community should, or rather being LGBTQ, should not be criminalized. This is the same Museveni who was talking about the Europeans having weird cultures. What have changed? What has changed? I'm also wondering, but this man might have been threatened. Maybe he has, there are some balls that have been cracked, Anyway, latest recommendation suggests president is trying to tone down proposed anti-homosexuality law, which would be one of the harshest in the world. And Uganda's president, Yoweri Museveni, has asked legislatures to make clear in proposed anti-homosexuality law that it is not criminal to merely identify as gay as a part of an attempt to tone down a bill that has drawn international condemnation. We saw the Europeans coming and condemning the bill. We saw Kamala Harris saying no. We saw so many people, by the way, talking about this, and it was clear that they are trying to push it to Africa. They are trying to push it on Ugandans, and it was until now Museveni refused to sign the bill. And right now he has even made it clear it is not a crime. It is not a crime, or rather, being LGBTQ in Uganda should not be criminalized. I'm wondering, but anyway, I'm saying, as I told you, this doesn't come as a surprise. It doesn't come as a surprise. We all saw this. We all knew this was coming, because the moment he started saying that this bill should be revised, this is now where it all started. And the moment he delayed even to sign the bill, it all started there. We could see some information being tried, to be passed. But it is right right now it is clear that the president of Uganda have or has accepted homosexuality in his country. But do you remember, this is the same Museveni. We had him talking about Europeans having weird cultures. And also, I remember even there was this interview I was watching of him. He told the media, he was being asked a question. He said that how don't you feel attracted to women? How do you feel attracted to the same gender? And he said that that is insane. But right now, he is the one supporting the bill. But I see kid, you're saying they told him they would put all bullets in his head and get rid of him, Katie. Of course, this is what they did. Or maybe they took pliers and pressed his balls, you know. But anyway, Museveni has already accepted homosexuality in Uganda. This is the information. This is what he's trying to say. Because you can tell me that you're trying to tell me that no, I'm not accepting homosexuality, but I'm saying it should not be criminalized. Just say yes or no. It is a matter of yes or no. Do you accept this? Do you decline? Or do you agree with this? Do you not agree? It is a matter of yes and yes or no. But saying that being homosexual, being LGBTQ should not be criminalized. It means that you have already accepted this. You have already accepted you have already accepted now homosexuality in your country, and this is what is happening. Yes, in Uganda they have already accepted it, and I feel like now it is just a matter of time until all African countries have to accept homosexuality in their countries, because this is what I'm seeing. But you can let me know what you think about the matter before I get to read the whole information regarding that. But I see Danny Harrison in the building. Karibu sana, Danny. You're saying, fuck America. America is the devil, and the Goofy Bible, and the Goofy Bible, when the devil rebelled in heaven, he convinced other angels, the angels, to do the same. And also you're saying, America, so fuck America. America, stand on your conviction. That's it. Yes. But they will keep on pushing this to Africans. And I told you, it is just a matter of time until all African countries say yes or okays homosexuality in their countries. It is just a matter of time. It is just a matter of time. Yeah, just give it time, and then you see, oh, Kenya has accepted this, Ethiopia has accepted this, oh, Tanzania has accepted this, all African countries have accepted this. And I don't think this will come to as a surprise to you, because we've tried to fight this very hard, but they keep on pushing it to us. But instead of now these puppets standing strong, but anyway, this is why they are called the puppets. We should not even be surprised. But now it is upon the citizens, because if the citizens of Uganda stood strong and told Museveni, you do whatever you gotta do, but we are not okaying that. And you know, sometimes I even don't blame. You know, there was this time we reported so many incidences of these gay people being killed in Kenya, in Africa. Yes, we reported so many cases, and I feel like sometimes I feel like we don't even need to blame people on killing these people. You know, it is because the government okayed this, but I'm not okay with this. So this is why so many people are full of rage and feel like these people do not deserve to live. These people should not be existing around us. And this is why you find that now in Africa, you'll find that so many homosexuals are being killed. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to say that they should be killed. No, nobody deserves to be killed. Nobody deserves to be their life to be taken away from them. But this is why you find so many African people killing these people, because they feel like It was the president who accepted this. It was the government who accepted this. But I was never okay with that. They never asked me about my view. They never asked me about my view. But I see Kid, you're saying exactly 100% Katie. And also you're saying, no, that shit will destroy your whole society. I know, Danny Harrison. I know it will destroy us. It will destroy the whole of the continent. But this is their agenda. You know, this is their agenda. And as long as we have those puppets on those seats, imagine it will continue happening. Very sad. Sadly, it will continue happening. But keep on interacting with me. Keep on letting me know what you think about the matter as I read this article for you, and also as we continue with our show for today. And this is about last month, legislatures in East African country overwhelmingly passed the proposed legislation, potentially one of the world's harshest anti-LGBTQ laws, and sent it to the president for approval. And the planned law criminalizes a broad range of homosexual activity, including promoting or abetting the lifestyle of and imposes stiff penalties, including death, for called aggravated homosexuality. The law has been widely criticized by human rights defenders, Western governments, and corporations. Why is it the Western governments? Why is it human rights defenders? And you know, these people who we call human rights defenders, most of them, they are not actually human rights defenders. They are not human rights fighters. They're not there to fight for your rights. They are just here to make sure that now they allow every evil community, every evil deed to prosper in our communities. Because allowing homosexuality is actually, these are decaying our morals or killing our morals. But Thomas Tayeboa, Parliament's Deputy Speaker, read to legislatures a letter Museveni had written to the Parliament Speaker on Tuesday, in which he outlined his reasons for returning the bill and what changes he wanted. In the letter, Museveni said it needed to be clear and distinguish between someone who professes a homosexual lifestyle and someone who actually commits homosexuality. And homosexual acts. The proposed law should be clear so that what it is thought to be criminalized is not the state of one having a deviant proclivity, but rather the actions of one acting on that deviancy, Museveni wrote in the letter. The bill should be reviewed and include a provision that clearly states a person who is believed or alleged or suspected of being a homosexual who has not committed a sexual act with another person of the same sex do not commit an offense. But why are you identifying yourself as gay in my country? Why are you identifying yourself as lesbian in my country? You know, as a homosexual in my country? I still don't get. Museveni needs to say yes or no. We've gotten you. Okay, we've gotten what you're trying to say. We've gotten it. Just clear the air. Just say, okay, I accept this, because this is what he has. In simpler terms, Museveni has already accepted homosexuality in his country. He has accepted that the LGBTQ community is in his country. But what he is afraid of is just saying yes to the people. I don't know if he is afraid of the reaction of the people, but at the end of the day, you know, he is the president and nobody can tell him shit. You know, the attitude with the African puppets. You know, I am the president. If I say this, it is it. Good afternoon to you too, Jiba Jaba. How are you doing? Karibu sana. And okay, I see. He also asked the legislatures to remove provisions that impose a duty on citizens to report acts of homosexuality, because it will create constitutional challenges and also be a source of conflict in society. Why should I not go report about somebody who is homosexual in my country? Why? Museveni advised legislatures last week to look into the issue of rehabilitation and make changes to the bill. The country's deputy attorney general has advised that a mandatory death penalty also be removed from the law. This simply says that it is okay for you to be a homosexual, for you to be LGBTQ in Uganda. They're just not saying it is okay, but it means that they have okayed it. They have okayed it. It is crazy. You know, it is crazy because the same Museveni was the one talking about how evil these people are, how weird their cultures are, but at the same time, this is the same Museveni now coming to tell us, you know, being LGBTQ should not be criminalized in my country. Being LGBTQ or these death penalties should be removed. Because it is not wrong for you to be LGBTQ in my country. But people continue giving me your thoughts on the same because I feel like I told you, just like I said, it is a matter of time. All African countries will have to accept this madness of homosexuality. It is. Yes, it is what it is, but it is until now the citizens of these countries wake up and say, no, we don't allow this. We don't allow this. It is until we wake up and say we won't allow this. You have okayed it. You just go and live with those people in your state houses. If you want homosexuals in the country, you just go and live with these people in your state houses. Let me not meet them on the road. Let me not pass by a man wearing a dress near me. Why are you competing with the women? Women, why are you competing with men? This feels like a competition to me. A man is trying to compete being with me being a woman. You know, it doesn't even make sense. A woman is trying to compete with a man being a man. It doesn't make sense at all. This madness never makes sense to me. But I see Jiba Jaba is saying this is one element to reduce the birth rate in Africa. Of course it is. And this is why they are heavy on it. This is why they are heavy on it, and this is why they are not gonna leave Africa without us okaying their agendas. You know, yes. This is why they are heavy on it, and they'll never leave us until we say, yes, Your Honor. Yes, we do accept. Yes, it is okay for us to be LGBTQ, but it is upon us now to say, no, we don't want this. If you're the president, you want them in your country, we can have them, but you can leave them in your state house. You can live with them in your state houses. But anyway, do let me know what you think about the matter as we continue with our show for today, and also as we continue looking into other different matters of the African countries. And moving on, this is about DRC Congo. I'm seeing there's another attack and also still causing a displacement in DRC Congo, or rather DR Congo. And right now there's a province that is called Ituri province that has been attacked, and so many people have been displaced and attacked by the Codeco militia. But I keep on wondering, who are these people? Every day you wake up, you hear different names. Who are always these people? But anyway, since today we are about to talk about evidences that just emerged that the Wagner group is supporting the rapid support forces. It doesn't even shock me that who these people are. Attacks by the Codeco militia, one of the 120 rebel groups in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, have displaced hundreds of thousands of people. And 1 month since rebels closed in the Dodro village in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, uh, the once bustling wards of the hospital are empty, and Dr. James Semire strolls the darkened corridors, wondering where patients will dare to return. The community is one of the many Ituri's province, Jugu territory, that has seen a surge in attacks by a coalition of militia groups called the Cooperative for the Development of Congo. How are you cooperative for the development of Congo, yet you are attacking people and displacing them? These are people just like now we have the Rapid Supporter Force. So why do they call them support force? Why? Yet they are displacing people, killing people. It doesn't make sense. But about 550,000 people have been forced to flee their homes from January to March, according to the UN data. Semire said the members of the Hema herding community started to abandon Drodro in mid-March before a rumored Kodeko advance. The group, which claims to defend the interests of land farmers who have been long been in conflict with the Hema herders, is one of the 120 known militias that have destabilized the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo in the 1990s. And most Hema locals had left by March 22. The day Kodeko fighters took up positions on the hillside near Drodro in broad daylight, the doctor recalled. Suddenly, someone came to tell me that there were most gunshots outside, said Semire, who also fled his home but still works in the hospital in case any people come in needing treatment. It is very sad and crazy how we have the Europeans working back on back with African people to destabilize their own countries. And I know it is, I wonder, what does these people tell you to feel like you can kill your own people? What are you told? But anyway, if we have people who are told even to starve their children so that they die fast, it means that even this they are told, do this and kill your people, go and bomb a certain place. It is very sad. But this comes with a lot of self-hate, because me, I wouldn't be told, take this bomb, go and bomb your home, unless I'm not in my sober mind. But also, even in your drunk mind, even if you're not in your normal senses, you wouldn't just wake up one day and go and bomb people. And these are your people. This is where you used to live. This is where you've grown in. It makes me sad every day, realizing how Africans, we're being used. We are being used to be terrorists, to kill our own people. And we find it very pleasing and very, very fun. It is sad and crazy and also insane. Every day we hear about there's an attack in Congo, there's an attack in Ethiopia. Yet you'd find that these are just poor people who have been taken advantage of because of poverty. They have been told, go and bomb this place, I'll give you this money, I'll give you food. Just because of poverty, they just go there. And also because of tribalism, because we also have these tribalic clashes. These tribal clashes, we always have them. Even here in Kenya, we have so many clashes where you hear that they are herders fighting with the farmers. Somebody grazed their cattle in somebody's farm, and now these people, they always never know how to negotiate. They never know how to sit down and talk about that. They always think that the right way to do this, the right way to go about this, is kill now this person who grazed their cattle in my land. And and it is always now, the moment you start killing each other, it becomes a war, because it becomes a war between now you and your rival, and or between these two communities where this herder came from and where this farmer came from. And this is now how we have these tribal clashes every time. But we need to elaborate and eliminate tribalism. Just like Jiba Jaba is saying, needs to be eliminated. Yes, tribalism needs to be eliminated totally. Because if we're not tribal, if we're united, nobody would be coming to take advantage of us. Nobody will be telling that will be telling us this community should not be living together with this community, so you need to go and attack this community because they are not your community. You know, this will not be happening. But I hope one day we will wake up and realize how evil it is to be killing our own people. But I see Kid, you're saying exactly 100%, Katie. So true. Sadly, yes, it is sad. It is very sad. But anyway, I want us to get to the main focus of the day, and this is about now the Wagner group. Again, this is Russia. We're talking about Russia. The Wagner group, the Russian Wagner group. We have evidences that they are the one supporting the rapid support forces. They are giving them firearms. They are giving them weapons, bombs to attack the Sudan military. What does this mean? It is the Russian trying to gain influence in Sudan, but they are doing it in a way that now I need first to eliminate this group because it will hinder me from, controlling this country, or rather getting influence in this country. And anyway, I have this video to share with you as we get to the main discussion of the day. And also, as you let me know what you think about the matter. Did you think that the Russian Wagner group is involved in all this Sudan conflict? Keep interacting with me. Do let me know what you think. Make what you think. Let me share my screen. Okay, before we do that, let me put this disclaimer.
Paramilitary proxy group Wagner have begun to try and influence one of the parties. We believe, from the evidence that we've seen, are resupplying the Rapid Support Force paramilitary group. Take a look at this. The Sudanese and the Libyan armies celebrated a successful joint operation Wednesday, April 19th, near the remote desert border between Libya and Sudan, having captured the Sheffield garrison belonging to the rival Sudanese paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, the RSF. But why is this garrison important, given how far it is from the existential fight in Sudan's capital, Khartoum? Because CNN can reveal that the fight in Khartoum is being influenced by what was happening at that garrison, a Russian resupply campaign backed by a key regional player aimed at turning the tide in Sudan's war in favor of the RSF, who have been a key recipient of Russian training and military aid. In collaboration...
Okay, so you even hear that the Rapid Support Forces have been trained, or they were being trained by the Wagner Group, the Russian Wagner Group. What do you think that is happening in Sudan?
With all eyes on Wagner. So, on Russian proxy Wagner, CNN investigated the group's current presence in Libya. You can see here on April 16, one day after the fight in Khartoum, a Russian 76 transport plane at the Al Jufra base in Libya, previously identified by American intelligence as a Wagner base. 3 days later, this same plane is spotted by flight tracker aviation expert Gurjan, coming back from the Russian airbase in Latakia, Syria, before returning to the Libyan airbase in Khadim. Images of that same plane began circulating online April 17th, heading in the direction of Sudan. Sudanese and regional sources tells RSF that time frame, April 15th to April 18th, to the Chevrolet garrison during a period of fierce fighting, boosting the RSF. The Al Qadim and Al Jufra bases, where the Wagner planes departed from in Libya, are under the control of Field Marshal Khalifa Haftar, who commands territory in the east of Libya. Haftar and the commander of the Rapid Support Forces, Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, aka Hemeti, have in common strategic alliances. One with Wagner, who Haftar is hosting in his territory in Libya, and whom a previous CNN investigation exposed as working with Hemeti to extract Sudanese gold. A second with the United Arab Emirates, who tapped Hemeti to send forces to the conflict in Yemen and backed Haftar in the fighting in Libya. What does it all mean for the ongoing misery and conflict in Sudan? It means that both a regional, Libyan General Haftar, and a global player, Russia, are putting their thumbs on the scale, which...
And you know, mind you, Libya right now is not fully contained by African people. Actually, it has been, Libya right now, it is an Arabic country. It is in Africa, yes, but the people who are in there, the population in Libya, these are Arabic people. These are not African people. So we're seeing Libya and Russia are playing a big role in this war that is happening in Sudan. And why is this? Why is Russia destabilizing? Why is also Libya destabilizing Sudan? Why is this? I think one I think is that they want influence in Sudan, but they have to fight the military first, because the military is acting like a hindrance for them to get in and start now operating in Sudan. And also, I feel like now they also have a way of reducing the population, because this is the aim of the war. Because as long as the war is continuing, we have so many people dying. So many people are dying every time. So what do you think about the deaths? It's because now these people, they want to make sure that also the population is enough for us to control. We can tell them, go this way, they go. The population is something that we can handle. This is what I feel, but continue letting me know what you think about the matter. As also, I have something to read for you, but let's get to finish this video as we continue.
Raises the stakes for the region, for the global balance of power. Second, with the United Arab Emirates, who tapped Hemeti to send forces to the conflict.
Okay, the United Arab Emirates, they are also involved in this, because I told you Libya right now it is the people who are in Libya right now, these are Arabs. So the United Arab Emirates is working hand in hand with Libya, of which Libya is working hand in hand with Russia, and then Russia has to be working with the United Arab Emirates. So in this point, or at this point, we have two groups. We have the Russia, this is now Russia, and also we have the United Arab Emirates. Karibu sana Keith. I think your internet is very bad.
It might be.
Okay, I hear you well.
It might be. I'm in a bad area. But carry Busana there, Katie.
I told you don't say Karibu when you're told Karibu. You say Asante.
I do say Asante most time, but Joby always gets mad when I say Asante. I said Caribou. Well, you guys better learn to get y'all Swahili together. Shit.
No, when you're told Karibu, you say Asante. It's just like being told welcome. You said thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Asante. So Karibu, Asante.
Yeah, Asante. Asante Sana.
All right.
All right. But anyway, I still know what the reason of the conflict and who's behind it. I know they were tired of being ruled by the military junta there, but I don't know who's sponsoring the rebels. Where are the weapons coming in from? And
they're coming from Russia.
So it's like the Russians are behind this, and the military junta might have been backed by the Americans. So it's the Russians trying to overthrow the Americans in Sudan at the cost of the people. Because at the end of the day, the people still going to get the shit end of the stick, and they're just going to be ruled by another white country, Russia. So for Africans, you get your shit together, start manufacturing, and grow up as a people. This is about African people, and that's why it frustrates Joby. You haven't grown up as African people, your child. You haven't grown up. That's why you've been taken advantage of and wars in your country. You haven't grown up as a people. Either you're too Islamic or you're too Christian. You haven't grown up as a people. So you're easily taken advantage of because you are a rich continent. And I want what's in it. I don't care if you're a kid. I want to keep your kid. I want what's in that continent. I'm going to take it. I'm European. I'm used to robbing, stealing, and taking. I'm not coming to do no fair deals with you and help you become rich, but I can just take it by pure power and force. I can say, give me your shit. That's what I come to do. Just like I'm France. Just like I'm France inside the outside of Madagascar, those islands. I'm French and I'm white, and you Negroes on that island, I want it. I'm saying I'm kicking you niggas off. Go ahead, Katie.
I'm saying, I feel like the reason that Russia is doing this, they are trying to create a market for their weapon in Africa, and for their weapons in Africa, and I think now they are working together with the United Arab Emirates because. In this video I'm sharing, we're seeing their plane coming from Russia heading to Libya, and where they land in Libya is a place owned by the United Arab Emirates, and then after there it is seen now heading to Khartoum where the violence is there. And
but you got to understand, they want to make sure they got in Northern Africa. They took over Northern Africa 1,000 years ago from the Africans, and they got Northern Africa. So they want to make sure they got control of it. That's what I told the African people when you guys first came there. You guys, the North Africans, the Libyans, the Africans, they're not Africans, and they don't like our ass. Those are invaders who stole those parts of Africa, African people. So that's why you see in Tunisia, which is up there too, they're kicking out all the Africans. You niggas get out of here. I'm African. Yeah, but we ain't an African country. You know, we in Africa. We don't want you Africans up in here. We took you over 1,000 years ago. Killed most of you, got most of you out of here. We don't want you back up in here. But Sudan, being a place of great empires, the Kush, Nubian Empire back in the day, it's sad that it's Islamic. It's sad that Sudan got captured about 1,000 years ago by the Islamic, or how many years it is. That is really sad. It's great African empire back in the day. You're right. I think they fighting for who's going to rule it, the Arabic or the white Europeans, the white Arabs or the white Europeans. So that's probably what's going on, and they don't care. They don't care nothing about the people there. If a bunch of people gotta die, so what?
Also, the Russian Wagner group is the one that was training these rapid security forces.
That's Russia, then, Katie. That's the same people. That's Russia. That's the same people that's in Malawi and Burkina Faso. That's the Wagner group. Mm-hmm. Wagner group is a private. Not even it's not a military. It's a private military group owned by a man. So it's like a mercenary group. Okay, the mercenaries. So it's a private Russian mercenary firm. Same way America has private mercenary mercenary companies, because it gives you pliable deniability. Because Russia can say that's not us, that's the Wagner group. That's a private group. That's a private company. Of course, they're out of Russia, but we don't own it. That's a private company. That's what the Americans done with with a lot of they mercenaries. What's that? Y'all? What's that American black mercenary company called? Black Street, Black something. I forgot what they were called. I think they changed the name because they got some. No, it wasn't no Black Hawk. No Black Hawk. Somebody's a friend of mine in my ear talking about Black Hawk. That's the name of helicopter. That's the name of helicopter. Jesus Christ. I forgot the name of the company, but they put them in it. What was it called? Yeah, Blackwater. Thanks, Jibber Jabber. Blackwater. Thanks, Jibber Jabber. Yeah, it's called Blackwater. Yeah. So that was another private mercenary group of America, Katie. So they had them go into Iraq and kill a bunch of innocent people and everything else. And they couldn't say it was the American government because America said, no, that's Blackwater. That's a mercenary group. Well, you're the one paying them. You're the one paying them. Yeah, but we're not responsible for Blackwater, Katie. They're private. They're a privately owned company. So that's what Wagner is with Russia. It's a privately owned mercenary company. So it gives Russia a pliable deniability. So they can say, hey, that's not Russia. That's a mercenary company, Katie. They're private. It's like you owning a bunch of military, Katie. You say that's the Kenyans out there killing people. So the Kenyans say, no, that's Katie's company. That's Katie's mercenary force.
But okay, who gets to control this? Okay, it is a private company. It is a private mercenary company. But why do you think that they are fighting for influence in Africa? Because it has to be the Russia.
Of course.
Somebody else.
Of course. That gives me plausible. Of course. But that's the games they play in the world. That gives me plausible deniability, Katie. I can say, yeah, they Russian, but I'm not the one behind them. Katie, that's a private company. I'm not responsible, Katie, what a private company does. I'm not responsible. Putin gets to say, I'm not. Say, well, I would go to you. I would go to Kenya. I say, Kenya, you got this Katie lady out here killing people and shit. and they would say, that's Katie's company. I'm not responsible for Katie does. She's a privately owned company. She does what she wants to do. I can't stop her. That's a privately owned company. So that would give Kenya plausible deniability. I'm not responsible for what Katie does, even though I know Katie's clearly backed by the Kenyan government. But I get to say, she owns the company. I make no decisions for where Katie sends her troops. She's a privately owned company. That's how they do it, Katie. We know it's Russia backing them, but that's why it's the Wagner group. They got this plausible deniability. So Putin say, I have no control over the Wagner group. They're there. They're their own personal interests. They must have interest down there. Somebody has hired them. Them being a company, they get hired. They go where people hire them at. That's where they go, where they get hired. It's just a coincidence that it matches the Russian sphere of influence. It's a coincidence.
But how is it a coincidence that the Wagner group is working in Mali? It is working right now.
It's not a coincidence. It's not, but that's what I'm gonna call it, Katie.
Yes, this is what they want to. They want us to think, but we know it isn't the Russian Wagner group. Okay, it is a private-owned company. Okay, but these are your mercenaries. How do they come to Africa and start having place in Africa? These are your mercenaries, and because they are helping you fight for influence in Africa. This is why now you want to come and pretend that these people are not ours, so that when you get caught, you'll have a way to escape. No, this is not our company. These are not our mercenaries. But in the actual fact, this is a Russia. It is the Russian government.
Exactly. It's them getting to say it's not Russia. This is the Wagner company, Katie. It's not Russia. You don't see any Russian flags. This is the Wagner. It's a privately owned company, Katie. This is Wagner. It's not nothing to do with Russia. You know it does, but that's what they do, Kate. That's what the Americans and all these other countries do. They always have their own private mercenaries. That gives you pliable deniability. See, you being smart, you say, hey, you people are backed by Russia. No. Cause no, you're mistaken, guy. We're not we're a privately owned company, KG. We're private.
And also, this Russia is working right now with the United Arab Emirates. They are working together because why do you think that their flight went to Libya, where this is a place where it is a land owned by the United Arab Emirates, and then it heads back to Russia and then comes back. We see it right now in Khartoum. So it means that these people are working together. Whatever the shares that they have divided themselves
Of
with,
course.
I don't know, but these people are working together to make sure that they destabilize Sudan and gain influence in Sudan. And I feel like now they feel
Not to gain influence, they're taking over. That means they're going to be ruling behind the scenes. They're trying to establish and put their puppet in there, Katie.
Exactly. And right now we even don't know who is controlling Sudan. And also for a fact is we've seen that if these people they were the ones training the rapid security support forces, it means that these people has been controlling this group since they established themselves. They actually established these rapid support forces to make sure that now when I told you go attack this place in Sudan, please do it because I'm funding you, I'm giving you weapons. And I told you, as I said, when this war began, I said this was a planned war. How do you think that these people in Sudan are getting powerful, even helicopters to fight with, missiles? Why do you think that these people are getting missiles?
Of course it was planned, Katie. You see, yeah, it was planned. Exactly. Of course, Katie, you'd be a fool not to know. Of course it's planned. It's a coup. It's planned. Yes, it's a plan. It's organized, a plan. And you're right, Jim, but that's what I was trying to explain to Joby. Joby get mad about South Africa. Right, how South Africa? The black people don't own and control no South Africa. White people do. You didn't see a black face like Ramaphosa. He don't run shit in South Africa. He's the puppet that they put there. Joby get all mad. Hey, South Africa, I'm shocked at the South Africans. They don't run shit but they mouth. In South Africa, they don't run nothing. So
it would even be stupid to believe that they control South Africa because this is a country where we still have apartheid. So you can't tell me I'm facing segregation in my own country and you tell me that I'm controlling my country. It doesn't make sense at all. But anyway, I see Jibba, you're saying, private fighters aren't governed by any rule of war.
Exactly.
Yes, this was a planned war, and they had even planned it for a long time to a place that they are attacking people in that way. They had planned this for a long time to a place that they even have their forces stand by, just waiting to be told attack. This is the time to attack. It was a long plan.
You're too smart, Katie. That's right. That's what they were doing. They wait for the right time, got they build up, training up people. Yeah, that's time to attack. That's right.
And they actually waited for a time where now the military is actually planning to hand back the government to civilian rule, because it was at that week we saw now they had they were peace talks to hand over the government to civilian rule. They were about to go to the talks, and then we had them being postponed. And during that week on Saturday, this is when the violence escalated, or rather started. So they just felt like, this Sudan military is the one hindering us from doing whatever we want to do in Sudan. So we must kill them first. And then we start even reducing the population of the country. This is what I feel like. But anyway, you can let me know what you think about
that too. Is that too? But it's an Arab faction. UAE. It might have been a UAE. They want control in Sudan. Okay, they want control of those resources by putting their puppet in there. What you see is a puppet war. Whose puppet's going to sit in power, mine or yours? That's what you're seeing happening. Not. This is not a revolution. Make sure we understand that. It says this is not a revolution because it's not coming from the people. this is whose puppet is going to be the president. My puppet or your puppet. So it's a war about power, about whose puppet is going to be the head of Sudan and doing my bidding from behind the scenes. So that's what you have. It's not a revolution. This is a puppet war. Who gonna win to be the puppet up in this bitch? Your puppet or my puppet? That's what you see happening right now.
Yes, this is what they are trying to do. But anyway, family, we are coming to the end of our show for today. I hope you have enjoyed the discussion.
Let's love family.
Today we have learned something new. We didn't know that Russia is behind all this and the United Arab Emirates. But right now we know what they want and why they are doing all this. But anyway, much love, family. Thank you for being with us on today's episode.
And second one, jibber jabber. Danny. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Katie.
You could have just done it, but anyway, Ansan Kenwan, Danny Harrison, Jiba Jaba, and to the rest of the silent listeners, Pia Wewe Kid, thank you for being with us on today's episode.
Go ahead, yes, go ahead and way.
What does that mean?
That means my master Swahili. It means way means you, damn it.
Oh, okay. You saying way. It is way.
Katie, your Swahili is not up to par. I'm ashamed at you.
Way means like you're saying way.
You, damn it. Way.
Yes,
way. You see, I'm trying to teach you, Katie, but you just refuse to learn.
You're teaching me my language. Look,
that's right. Right. You refuse. Don't get mad at me because I'm better than at your language than you, Katie. Don't get mad at me.
You think?
Yeah. You were supposed to learn in school, Katie, and you just mad because I'm better. I'm sorry, Katie. Go back and smack your teachers in the head. Don't get mad at me.
You loves bragging about the things he cannot do. But anyway.
No, I'm just that good. I tried to tell Joby to stop her shit talking about Swahili. She gets jealous. You guys get so jealous. It's not becoming of nice, attractive young ladies. Don't be jealous of the master of Swahili.
Enda nyumbani. But anyway, hope to see you later on the next episode of the Rhythm Scoop Show. Danny Harrison is saying mercenaries are and have been a useful tool for all powerful nations throughout history. They get all the dirty work done for nations and that they can't directly get involved in. And this is what now we're seeing Russia using the Wagner group for. But anyway, asanteni sana. Hope to see you later on the next episode of the Rhythm Scoop Show. But before you leave, make sure you smash that like button. Kwaherini.
Mwezi huu wa Februari nitakuposti mwaka ujao, mpenzi wangu usijali, ila usione kuwa iko mbali. Wanakula nyanya kitunguu, sitotengeza kachumbari. Mapenzi hodari. Mapenzi si dogo, hatukimbizi gari. Tusijilinganisha nao, hawatujui. Maua ya mkono kila siku bila hawanunui.
Nakupenda January to December, sio February tu, sio mwezi mmoja tu. January to December, sio February.